morning, Jellyfish class. So this morning we're going to go through our Flashback 4, our starter to get our brains warmed up as we are learning all about tenths and hundredths this week. So 4 questions, all on prior learning, with a bonus question of the clock in the corner. Don't forget to see if you can write the analogue time as well as the digital time. Pause the video, have a go at the questions, and then come back to me for the answers. So you have pressed play again, and we are going to go through our Flashback 4 answers. Question number 1 was dividing 72 by 10. We had a look at dividing by 10 and 100 earlier on in the week. Remember, when we are dividing numbers on a place value grid, our numbers move one place to the right because our numbers are getting smaller. Our 7 then in the tens column would move to the units. The 2 in the units would move to the tenths. Remember, our decimal point is not a column. It obviously remains the same. Okay, that is a huge decimal point this morning. So let's just make that a little bit smaller. So our 7 tenths would go to the units and our 2 units would go to the tenths. So divided 72 by 10 would give us 7.2. Give yourself a tick if you got that one right. Question number 2, complete the equation. 87 over 100 is equal to 8 tenths and what missing fraction? Well, again, we had a look at this the other day, and I've got a 100 grid here to help you, because we said that on a 100 square, 100 squares all together, but one row of that 100 square is equivalent to 1/10, because we have got here 10 hundredths. 10 hundredths is the same as 1/10. So if I've got 8 tenths, which is what I have got as one of my fractions, we've got 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, okay? If I've got 8 tenths here represented, it means I've also got 80 hundredths. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hundredths. But I need 87 hundredths, which then means I need an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundredths. So my missing numbers to complete our equation are 7 over 100. 8 tenths and 7 hundredths is equivalent to 87 hundredths. Give yourself a tick if you got that one right. Question number 3, the difference between 3 tenths and 12 tenths. Remember, whenever we are problem solving, we have a look at the language first of all to make sure we know which operation we need to do. And in this instance, it is difference that is our key word. Difference means subtraction. Okay, so well done if you got that one. So what we need to do whenever we subtract, we put our largest value first. And so we end up with a sum of 12 tenths, take away 3 tenths. The rules of fractions, remember, if the denominators are the same, then we can quite simply take away our numbers. So 12 take away 3 is 9, and so 12 tenths take away 3 tenths is equivalent to 9 tenths. Give yourself a tick if you got that one right. The difference between, okay? And question number 4 is a case of quick maths. Dividing 45 by 9 is also the same as asking yourself, how many 9s in 45? Or what do we times by 9 to make 45? So something times 9 is going to give us 45. Our missing number here, we all know that our missing number there is going to be 5, okay? 5 times 9 is 45, and therefore, if we switch this round, just like when we have a look at the inverse operations, 45 divided 45 by 9 will give us an answer of 5. And so, our bonus question with the clock. The time shown on the clock is when the big hand points to 4 It's the minute hand that is telling us how many minutes have passed. And from 12 round to 4, 20 minutes have passed. So as an analogue time, writing our time in words, we can say that it is 20 past. And the hour hand is showing us that we have just gone past the hour of 8, 20 past 8. But if we were to write this in digital time, well, there are technically two ways, but if we go for 8:20, that is telling us it's an AM time, it's a morning time. Now, as an extra one, if I'd have asked you to write that as an evening time, a PM time, we have learnt that we add on 12 to our hours. So if this was 8:20 at night, then we would be writing 20:20, okay? But it is 20 past 8, so well done and give yourselves a tick. Super warm up of our brain this morning, and then we can move on to our decimal work. Well done.